Okay. All right. What does the collective need to know about the person on their mind? What do they need to know? What does the collective need to know about the person on their mind? What does this person have going on? Oh, wait. Okay, I need to clarify that last one. Let's clarify this last card. What does the collective need to know about the person on their mind? Okay. Child boo. Okay. So this is about someone who you may have a kind of a casual connection with. I won't say friends with benefits, but it could be a friends with the benefits type of situation. Okay? And I get that this is something that this person does often. So you might have a connection with your person when you are together physically, even if you're not necessarily in a committed relationship. It still may give you the impression that this is something unique, and it might be something special for you, right? But I think for this person, this is a pattern or a tactic. I'm not going to say a tactic because I think tactic has the implication that it is forced. Like, it's not genuine. It's something they're intentionally applying to get a result. I don't think this person is doing that. I think they're doing it and they've done it before, but they genuinely probably don't have bad intentions. They're just repeating their own unconscious pattern of being very intimate with someone. You're having a sexual relationship, but neither of you are really claiming each other. And this may not be your usual operating route, or it could be, but either way, you're definitely doing it in this situation. And if it's new for you, I'm just saying this type of situationship or friends with benefits thing is not new for your person. And I also get that this person operates this way because they have issues with control. Like, they don't like feeling out of control, and when your relationship gets too intimate, it threatens it threatens them and makes them feel unsafe, right? They're used to being, the leader, take charge, in control of everything, whether it's a woman or a man. They are very much, you know, identifying with that alpha type of energy, whether that's an alpha male or an alpha female, right? So when they're with you in these vulnerable, intimate encounters, like, they feel like they can finally relax. But that's why they have so many of them. That's why this is their pattern, that they do this. Because when they meet new people, they do the same thing because they want to feel that closeness. They want to feel that intimacy, that ability to relax, because they're constantly in this heavy energy all the time, where they have to be in charge and they have to be on 10 and they have to be the leader. They have to be in charge, you know, they got to make sure everything is stable and together. And sometimes they just want to drop that and relax. And during these intimate sexual, and I do want to separate intimate and sexual, but I feel like they are blended for this individual. But um, there's other forms of intimacy, even if there is sex involved in the relationship. This is the only time they feel like they can relax. That's why they keep repeating it, no matter who they're with. And I am getting that, you know, the reason this person operates this way is because um, I'm going to say, I'm getting a few things here. It's more so like they are having some sort of trust issue, right? And they're worried about the repercussions of their actions. So that's why I say I don't think this person does this same pattern because they are, trying to hurt anybody. I think they are actually concerned about hurting people, but they need that time to relax. But they hate being out of control. They love being in control. But the only way they can like survive in the world is if they relinquish that control, and the only time they feel safe doing that is during intimacy or sex. But if they have to consistently maintain that intimacy, they lose their grip on control. They just don't know how to oscillate and pivot between the two energies, vulnerability and strength. They don't understand the balance between the two, so they're like a switch. And why I don't think that they are doing it to hurt anybody is because of this here. Because I see they're thinking a lot about the consequences of their actions. I think they know that, they have some trust issues. They don't want to relinquish control, and they don't want to hurt anyone. But I think they do also know that they may be hurting people. So they might have hurt you. They might have been inconsistent. When you and them have had some really intimate moments. And then they might switch. They might have switched up on you. Or it might be like you feel like you can't connect with them if you're not being intimate or having some sort of sexual relationship. Like you don't know how to see the soft side of them because they don't show you their soft side unless you're in these intimate moments. But this is a pattern for them. They do this with everyone. And I think what you need to understand here is that you're not special. I mean, and not in the way that is like saying that, there's not anything unique about you. Yes, there is something unique about everyone, but in this person's eyes, they do like you. They do enjoy their time with you, but they do this with everyone. They do this same thing with everyone. And they can't maintain that level of intimacy. Because I'm getting that they are kind of avoidant, you know. They might be a dismissive avoidant. And I see a lot of that energy come up in card readings anyway. Your person probably, if not a dismissive avoidant, they might be a fearful avoidant, because at least they have some concept of karma, and at least they have some sort of internal dialogue. I think they could be more of a fearful avoidant. But see, this right here makes it feel like it could be a little dismissive, and some people do swing back and forth between the two. All right. So let's see, what else do we need to know about this person? Okay, tell me about the collective's person. What else do I need to know? Okay, and one more. All right. All right, we've got Six of Swords in reverse, the Devil in reverse, and Ace of Swords in reverse. Let me tell you how this MFA. Let me tell you how these cards done read this MFA for filth, okay? Because what I get here is that yeah, they are like obsessed with freedom. And remember what we talked about here? This romantic love affair card, this same shit, different day, okay? Like I said, it's something casual, like friends with benefits. And they have an issue with relinquishing control because they are obsessed with their freedom and their independence. The Devil in reverse, okay? They want to never be in a vulnerable position again for long enough for them to be hurt, okay? This person craves that intimacy, but they don't want to stay there, okay? And it's because of something they went through in their past. This person, it's like they feel trapped in the emotions of their love of control and freedom, right? But they're also trying to suppress the idea of it. Like they're also trying to run away from the thoughts. It's like as soon as the thoughts bowl up where there should be some sort of reflection or, you know, accountability to really process why they are doing all of these behaviors, they just say, oh, you know what, never mind. Like, no, I don't want to deal with that right now. You know, they just throw that off to the side. And I find also that when they feel their control slipping and they are trying to, you know, when they feel that control slipping and they're trying to regain that independence, I think one of the ways that they can run away from their problems is through causing confusion and creating arguments that really don't make any sense. Like, I think you could have probably experienced them like just starting random arguments for no reason. Yeah. It was just so they could run away from the accountability of the situationship. or the friends with benefits. Because again, I do think they have a conscience, okay? And your sheer presence after them having so much intimacy with you and closeness and knowing that, you know, this isn't the same for them, it threatens them and they have to run to their freedom. So that's why they create an issue. They create the issue. So they can stay in control and independent. Let's see. What else do I need to know? Maybe let's do what's the outcome. I done dropped the whole deck. Let's just see what's on the bottom of the deck. I'm not dealing with these folks. All right. So what we got here? As the outcome, I got the Three of Wands, Two of Wands, and Queen of Wands. What the heck? And I think this is about you. I think that this is about you. And I think it's about, I think this is about you needing to be more confident and self-assured and, you know, really have foresight and to start, you know, looking ahead and really planning. One moment. Let me clarify that one. Yeah. Yeah. I think it's saying that you need to look ahead and really plan to have more, not integration, like you need to expand your social circle. That's what I'm getting here. You need to get out of your comfort zone. You need to meet new people. You need to be more confident. I pulled Three of Cups and Six of Wands. And I think, yeah, through opening your social circle, you will ultimately, you know, receive the recognition that you want in love. But I don't know that it would be from this person. Let's see. Will the collective receive love from this person or someone new? Not that. I threw them cards out. That wasn't the spirits. I threw them cards out. Okay. Will the collective receive from this person or someone new? Let's see. Okay. So I got the Fool in reverse. To me, I don't think this means that you're going to have a successful relationship with this individual, but I do think this is talking about more so recognition. I think what this is saying is the outcome is going to be that given what you know about this person and their inconsistent behavior, you need to start expanding your social circle and, you know, getting out more, taking risk, meeting new people, making new friendships, just really having your own life. And I think through that, this person will start to recognize how you know, careless they handled you, how reckless they were with you, and, you know, how they really let a good thing go. They let a good thing slip through the cracks, and it was their own fault. That's what I'm getting here. So, like and subscribe if it resonates, and if it don't, you know, if it don't apply, let it fly.